Yo, this UFC Saudi Arabia card that Dana White just announced is sick. And the main event just got announced. Robert the Reaper Whittaker versus Khamzat Chimaev is going down on June 22nd. It's about time. Khamzat Chimaev finally has a fight. And I mean, this is the perfect opponent, not necessarily the perfect matchup stylistically, but the perfect opponent that will get Khamzat Chimaev to where he needs to be, in a position to be fighting for the title, because Robert Whittaker, I believe, is ranked number 3 in the middleweight division. So if Khamzat Chimaev can actually beat Robert Whittaker, then there will be no doubt. There will be no doubt of him being deserving of a title shot, is what I'm trying to say. If he beats Whittaker, he'll be top 3, and I guarantee he's going to get a title shot. And this confirms that Dricus du Plessis' next opponent, it has to be Israel Adesanya, because who else is he going to fight? It can't be a Sean Strickland rematch. I mean, fans can cry all they want about a robbery. Sean can cry all he wants. He had no title defenses to his name. Israel Adesanya has GOAT privilege. He's got star power privilege. So he can walk into a title shot whenever he wants, even if he's coming off a loss. Dricus wants it. Izzy wants it. So Izzy, Dricus, that's the fight to make. They got unfinished business. Izzy's like the second contender outside of Sean Strickland, the number 1 contender. Robert's not fighting Dricus. Neither is Khamzat. It's going to be Izzy. And the winner of Whittaker, Chimaev, is going to determine the next contender for the belt at 185 pounds. But what a matchup. Now, as far as this fight's concerned, man, I don't know. But I do think Robert Whittaker should be the logical pick. But it's hard to say because Whittaker's never fought a wrestler to the level of a Khamzat Chimaev. I know he fought Yoel Romero, but I mean, Yoel Romero's wrestling for MMA has never been the greatest. I mean, he's never been that good at controlling guys on the ground. And he mainly likes to strike. He mainly likes to stand and bang, whereas Khamzat Chimaev is more dedicated to controlling his opponents on the ground. And we saw Dricus du Plessis was able to easily hold down Robert Whittaker. He took him down with a judo throw, a head and arm throw. Whittaker couldn't get back up. And I mean, the reason why he couldn't get up is because Dricus was threatening with submissions, with the, I think the Darce choke, every time Robert tried to scramble over to a double leg to get back to his feet. So Robert had to stay put on the ground. But I don't know, man. If Dricus du Plessis can hold you down on the mat, then why can't Khamzat Chimaev? And Khamzat is very fast when it comes to getting in the most dominant positions, when it comes to passing guard, getting in the mount. And it's very possible that if he does take Whittaker down, he could mount Whittaker. He could get his back the way he did Kamaru Usman. He could definitely out-grapple Robert Whittaker and have him in a lot of trouble on the ground. It's possible he finishes Whittaker on the ground. But on paper, Robert Whittaker is a tough stylistic matchup because he's known to be a legit anti-grappler with really good, solid takedown defense. And he's got superior striking to Khamzat Chimaev as well. And we all know that cardio seems to be a bit of a problem for Khamzat Chimaev. He does kind of slow down past, the first round. We saw that with Usman. He had a dominant first round. When he couldn't get the finish, he faded, started getting tagged up, and in my opinion, should have lost the second and third round. Should have been a draw. But he got the win. But this is a 5-round fight against Robert Whittaker. And if Khamzat Chimaev cannot finish the Reaper inside a round, like, he could take down Robert Whittaker, no doubt. He could hold him down, no doubt. He could maul him, no doubt. But what if he can't finish Whittaker in the first round on the ground? What if he can't? And I don't think he'll have the striking composure or capability that Dricus did to be able to handle Robert Whittaker's stand-up when they're back to the feet. You know, Dricus du Plessis was able to counter Whittaker with that southpaw jab. Even though Dricus is sloppy, he's effective. And I think he's a better striker than Khamzat Chimaev, so he was able to be competitive on the feet with Whittaker. I don't know if Khamzat Chimaev could. I think Khamzat is going to need to rely on his wrestling to win this fight. But if that doesn't work, or he can't get a first-round finish, and if it goes past the first round, Khamzat just might be in trouble in this fight, because Robert Whittaker, he's been 5 rounds twice against Yoel Romero. We know cardio is a strong suit, not Khamzat, so I don't yet really have a prediction for this fight, because I could see Khamzat maybe getting a first-round finish over Whittaker. He might overwhelm him with that early storm. Maybe Robert doesn't survive. But I can't predict that, because Robert Whittaker is a veteran, and he's just that good. He's a different level to anyone else Khamzat has ever faced before. I know he fought Usman at middleweight, but that was a welterweight moving up on short notice. This will be a legit middleweight on a full camp 5 rounds. So Robert might win, man. Like, this could be Khamzat's first career loss. But if he can go out there and beat Robert Whittaker, then you know what? Again, he's undeniable for a title shot, and this guy is absolutely legit. But as far as the rest of this card, we got Volkov versus Sergey Pavlovich. That's a fight I've always wanted to see. So thank you, Dana White Matchmakers, for putting that fight together. And then we also got Kelvin Gastelum versus Daniel Rodriguez. I guess Daniel re-signed to the UFC. Shara Bullets on this card against Ihor Potieria, whatever the heck that guy's name is. And Johnny Walker versus Volkan Oezdemir. That's going to be an explosive fight. Like, this card is dangerous, bro. This card is sick. I hope no one gets injured. You know, right now we got 3 months to go. Please, MMA gods, let this card stay together. This is a stacked fight night, and I can't wait to watch it. But let me know what you guys think in the comments.